Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bucks and the Caps, coming up next.
We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. We count down to kickoff in what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champions taking on the champions from the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Columbus Ball Club entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. The long fortnight of Super Bowl week is over, and away we go in Super Bowl 58. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They will be led out by a second-round pick in 2019. Out of Missouri, it's Drew Lock.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Fournette. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. 3rd and 2, Lock's going to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him Charles come out with a shotgun on first.
Never see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They look to throw. It's Lock. This one complete to Scott Miller. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now a play fake, and here's Lock. Airing this one out for Evans. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. On is Jamie Gillen to punt this one away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his 2nd NFL season, already getting his chance. I mean, harken back to Dan Marino. Another superstar made it in his 2nd year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards for number 11. This Super Bowl, of course, just a huge one for this head coach. The first time he's walked the sidelines in a game of this magnitude. And you know, I might normally ask the cliche, what's going through his mind right now? But maybe the better question, CD, what do you think are the pitfalls of being a first-time head coach in this game?
Well, you know it's something that he thought about, Brandon, and he had to. And he was thinking about it long before he got to this stage. As the season progressed and he saw that his team was good, if he was smart, he started to make plans right then and there. Reach out to other coaches who've been there before. Find out how they handled winning, losing, handling all the ticket situations, travel, practice, all those things. And then trust your gut, make your best decision, and put it all out there and give your team their best chance to win.
Out of the gun now on third down. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Locke back near his goal line. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. He'll take it a few steps in front of the 50. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
That was a really nice job there, stretching zone coverage by running that route deep enough before breaking it back towards the sideline and being open.
And a precise throw for the reception in the first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. There he goes, right side. Touchdown! With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Caps are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. So that CD, that was impressive. He got out of 3, maybe 4 tackles there on his way to the end zone.
And a lot of times when you break a tackle or slip a tackle, it actually slows you down. That's what we were taught. If you don't make the play, make him stop his feet so someone else can get there and tackle him. But not here. He just kept right on going.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's good to make it 7-0. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Locke going to throw. The pass is caught by Cade Otton. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Block off a play action. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, Bert?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. 2nd and 5. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Caps will add to their 1st quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. From just shy of midfield, Locke. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the 2nd time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house from Buccaneer TD. Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick 6 here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Point after here coming up. And that one makes it 14-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded just outside the goal line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff running through the middle. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 14-7 is the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we are back and ready to go for the 2nd quarter of the Super Bowl. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis, as always, thrilled to be with you. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So they bring out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense.
I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On second down, here's Fournette. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Block now to throw. He's got Otten. And he is going to have the Bucs first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Locke to throw. Buying time to his... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Play action. Now it's Locke. That's complete right side to Kmet. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Throwing now is Locke. Going up top for Miller. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer penalty, never one that you like to see.
Not at all, and especially when you're in that final push of the season. You can't afford to get your quarterback hurt before the playoffs roll around, and we know they'll be here before you know it.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw here. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange some.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy Bunting. And the Bucs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory,
The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Here's Locke. He completes it to Evans. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. They look to throw. It's Locke. And this is caught by Evans. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Now Locke. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down.
Defense.
Thought they were going to force a 4th down. Instead, P.I. gives them the first.
And that's frustrating because you think you've taken them really deep into the count, haven't you? Instead, you've got to start all over. That can really, really be demoralizing.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Back to throw. Locke looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Locke now on first down. Evans has it left side. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Second down at 5. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
51 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Two minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. He'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's brought down, but not before a gain of 13, down to the 13. 1st and 10 in the red zone. Now they'll run on the draw. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Back to throw here. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Caps continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Now, I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. To throw on 2nd and 10. Lock over the middle, complete. That's Evans. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Lock. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And does the defense have it? They do, says the referee. We're going the other way.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And despite the fact that they're looking up at a double-digit deficit at halftime, they were able to move the football through the air in those first two quarters.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now, because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue with that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession of the football. Well, pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Up the gut, Fournette. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 2.
They fake the handoff, now Locke. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
For Mike Evans, incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And this one is right through, and that will close the gap down to 14. So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Holding, receiving team.
So already not the best to kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
Gets by him at the 25, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 61 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam, but notice how he keeps his head on a swivel looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Well, again, plenty of time to sit in the pocket and deliver the football. While the offensive linemen, they may be nameless and faceless to a lot of people, they certainly aren't to their teammates who are the skill position guys. They appreciate the heck out of them, and they're capitalizing.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. They come up short here on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup with 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Lock going to throw. Over the middle, he finds Godwin, complete. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And on now is the punter as he's on here to punt it away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now the Buccaneer offense gets set to take over. And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
And what they have to do now is not curse their fate as much as focus on the task at hand. Inside their own 5-yard line, they got to be careful of taking care of the football and not turning it over for the defense to score additional points.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Fournette. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. Here's Locke to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
2nd and 3. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Second and 4. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. To the sideline, he's got the catch, and he kept the feet in bounds. Well done. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a dump off here complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll be 2nd and a couple. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Folks, welcome back to the biggest stage in sports, the Super Bowl, and now we get down to the good stuff, the 4th and final quarter. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers, but in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field.
Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Shotgun snap to Locke. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Locke now to throw. Completes it to Miller. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Locke again. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Locke working out of the gun.
And again back to Kmet. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke. He'll set up the screen to Fournette.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Now Locke. Open man is Godwin. It's complete.
And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Locke looks to throw it again.
Right back to Chris Godwin. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
On the draw, this is Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. He needed 2. He only got 1. And as a result, possession switches hands.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Miller. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. On 1st down, Locke. And this is caught by Evans. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They look to throw. It's Locke. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Again, it's Locke. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Locke now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. Locke again here on 2nd and 10. And his throw here is incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. But here in the 4th quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages. But not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 88 yards rushing for him now. A big part, no doubt, of why they lead in this Super Bowl. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The offense back out on the field here following the 2-minute warning. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him 6 yards in the 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So celebration down on the field for a good, hard-fought victory here. And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot. But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.